Welcome to Girl Talk. We're so glad you could join us today. Today we're filming at the Vinery. This is a stained glass studio on East Washington Avenue. They have so much more than just what we might think of stained glass windows. They have other things like, I am a big fan of these.
I didn't even notice you were holding that.
I didn't either. It kind of like blended in.
Color of her dress.
Yeah,
it matches
like
perfectly.
camouflage.
Sorry to throw you off there.
Yeah, maybe they
please.
won't notice either.
Yeah.
I love these. These are, I don't know, they have a little way to hang them. I've seen people hang these in their windows, just
Yeah.
a
On your
glass
porch or something? You know, window and
It's a nice
front of a
little
light.
Wherever
fairy
you
bauble.
want. That's the beauty.
wherever
Right.
you want, you know, rear view mirror.
There you go. Just have it dangling. Might
they-
get pulled over.
They have classes here, and I wonder if you could make something like this. I don't know.
We witnessed it last
You
time
can,
we were here.
Yes, they
Can you?
can actually teach you.
No,
you,
even
even
me.
you,
Yeah.
how
Even
to
us.
make that. Yeah.
So anyway, we are going to chat with the owners later and learn about the classes that they have to offer here, and maybe something you'd be interested in making and taking home as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
love this.
I'm in love with the. I can't want to keep going because I'm in love with the bowls and the plates, and
Yeah.
I love the beautiful dishes that you can make. And I think those are maybe some of the easier things to make.
They have specific classes that I saw this awesome like water kind of bowl, I guess. And there's a specific class that you can come in and make this awesome arrangement
Yeah.
in whatever color you want
Look at
and
this
whatever
bowl.
style.
I mean, I don't know if I feel
Wow.
safe picking this up, but I'll just lean it
see
towards
that?
you. It's
There we go.
gorgeous. Look at this.
Wow.
I mean, it's incredible.
What a great gift, too, if you come in and make something and then give that to somebody, and that really is something you made, but it's also beautiful.
Yeah, I
So
love that.
that'd be great.
Well, speaking of bowls of water, we're also going to be talking about space clearing. Now, this is sort of analogous to when you clear out a drawer, organize a closet, and you feel better, kind of get out with the old and in with the new. You can do that with your energy in the space around you, or even maybe kind of within you by space clearing. We're going to speak with Ashley Levy. She's with Mimosa Books, and she'll teach us how. And having a bowl of special water, you could call it holy water, is something I know I read that you can have, among other things, to create a positive space
Right.
for yourself.
Right. I think it's interesting, too, because it's not all just, you know, clearing bad spirits, it sounds like.
Right.
It's really a positive thing about just bringing in positive energy and maintaining that, which I don't know, I just like that.
I like the
I
idea
think
too.
we could all use it.
Yeah.
I think we all can use that, sure. And the idea of maintaining it is
Right.
is definitely important too.
Now we'll cut to the chase.
Okay.
What else we have?
Cut into the chase. The love-hate
She was going to
relationship.
throw out more prom photos or something.
No prom photos.
No.
But we probably could analyze our prom photos and find some scary before and afters.
Yeah.
We're going to look at some really cool before and afters, talking about the girls.
The
Yep.
girls, yeah. We're going to talk with Tia Lynch, who's with Contours Lingerie. They're on Mineral Point Road. She's got some great before and after pictures that she has taken in her shop. And
You're not going to want to miss them.
It's
you
all about the
really-
fit.
It's mind-blowing. I can't
Oh,
wait
totally.
to look at
When I
these.
saw them, I was like, is she got a tummy tuck?
Right?
Yeah.
seriously, just the right bra fitting can make you look thinner, make you feel better, more comfortable, stand up taller.
Make you look like you're standing up taller, even if you're not.
Yep.
So
Literally.
We'll learn about that.
We'll learn about that coming up next, right after this. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today at the Vinery on East Washington Avenue. A little bit later, we'll meet with the owners and learn about classes they have to offer and all the things that they do inside their glass studio here in Madison. But next, right now, would you guys agree?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Would you guys agree that the longest love-hate relationship a woman has is maybe with her bra? I know I have one of those myself.
Right.
But this woman right here is all about changing that into just a pure love kind of thing. This is Tia Lynch, who's with Contours Lingerie. That's on Mineral Point Road, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in today. Now, we've talked before about how a professional bra fitting can be life-changing. It can lift a bust up to 4 inches, improves your posture, your comfort. So you've brought some before and after pictures, love that kind of stuff, for us to talk about a lot of the common problems that we women experience in having a good fit with our bra. So let's start with talking about the back. You'd think we'd be all about the front, but it's about the back too. And that little roll, that little bit of back fat that no matter what size your body is, we all seem to struggle with.
Yep.
every woman worries about her back as much as her front. I think it's because we don't know what's going on back there.
Right?
So true. It's like
So
mysterious.
What is happening?
What do I look like back there?
And yet at the same time, you know, when you look at the photo on this before and after, I have to tell you, the bra on the left, the before is a 48-inch band, and it's just riding up her back. And it's creating those dents. You would think that loose would be so comfortable, but visually, not so much.
Okay, so we love a good before and after. Let's take a peek at this one again. We got to sneak peek, but look at that.
That is crazy.
It is really incredible how different that looks.
Oh, yeah.
And you said the bra on the right side is actually tighter.
Yes, that's a 42 double D, so it's fuller in the cup. So her breast tissue is no longer sitting at the sides. You can see how it's just lifted from the back in, and she is so much more comfortable with that support going horizontally around her.
That's what's so incredible about that is you would think that this bra on the left was fitted so tight that it was causing that.
Yeah.
But really, it went tighter and it looks smoother.
Absolutely.
And Tia, you said you just took this picture. This isn't like taken off the internet. This is someone that just was
Yes.
in your shop, what, a couple days ago?
Yes,
Wow.
just this week we took this photo on a customer that walked right through the door, and the next one as well.
Wow.
Your first love relationship. Okay, next.
So this next one here, I know straps are always a big deal. Straps falling off, straps being too tight and hurting,
That's why we have long hair.
Right.
Yes.
right?
Just fixing mine.
And so this next before and after has to do with a kind of a story with those straps, right?
Yes, you know, visually you look at this and you think, oh, well, she looks okay in both photos, but her straps are falling. And when I went to measure her and she lifted up her arms, the girls actually fell out from below.
Oh my goodness.
Think of how uncomfortable and annoying
You don't want that happening. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you look, she actually looks a lot thinner on the right.
Oh, for
and
sure.
she's seamless. You can't tell where the bra begins or ends. It's very polished.
Even if you don't have some of those bigger issues, you see it so regularly. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure, you know, we've all been victim to this at some point in time, if not regularly, that you can see exactly where the bra starts and ends. And it's hard then. You don't want to buy shirts that are nice and smooth and fitted like that, even if you do have a beautiful figure like this woman does, because you can see everything about the bra. It's so tough. And you think it's your shirt, you know, I
Right,
gotta
yeah.
get a different shirt.
Okay, we have one more. We got to squeeze in
Okay.
one more.
Let's get to it. So now this next one is a side view, is that right? So same
Yes,
girl, right?
same girl.
I don't know how to
From the
I'll let you.
side
there we
view,
go.
Wow.
Okay.
look at how heavy
The weight
and
is.
round the bust looks on the before and how lifted and young she looks on the right.
That's incredible.
So we're doing a 360 here, not just the front, it's the side, it's the back,
It's from every angle. What's interesting about this one in particular is if you look at it, she's actually standing with the exact same posture in both photos. Although she looks slouched on the left and she looks like she's standing up straight on the right.
I
Isn't
noticed
that
the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
just one bra?
We are out of time. Gosh,
Yes.
these were super enlightening, super fun too. And if you would like to get that kind of bra love going for yourself, this is the woman to do it. This is Tia Lynn. She's with Contours Lingerie on Mineral Point Road. We'll be right back. More Girl Talk right after this. Welcome back to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. We're filming today at the Vinery on East Washington Avenue, and we are going to chat with the owners a little bit later about classes and what all they offer inside. But right now, I think all know how good it feels to finally clean out that closet or organize a drawer. Well, it's said that clearing out our energy around us and within us is also really helpful. And here to talk to us about that is Ashley Levy. You're with Mimosa Books and Gifts.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So ancient cultures have done this practice regularly for years. Tell us about energy clearing and what it is.
Sure. So space clearing is really about shifting the energy in your environment, like your home or workplace, from something that's negative or kind of stagnant to something really positive and uplifting.
Sounds good already.
Yeah, right? So how is space clearing actually done?
You know, the most common way is actually the oldest and most ancient, and it's about burning herbs, different herbs like sage, sweetgrass, lavender, cedar. These are all traditionally things that were burned because it was thought through that process of burning, it was purifying the energy and removing that negativity and then replacing it with the positivity from those sacred herbs.
I like that, but this isn't just like in the scary movies, right?
Totally
Where they're
not.
burning sage to get rid of the spirits.
No,
This is just to bring positive energy.
Yes, this is
Okay.
something that many, many people do, although we do get questions sometimes about those other things.
Do you?
I'm actually
Interesting.
glad that you kind of brought that up
Yeah.
and clarified that, because I think it probably could work in both ways. I mean, you probably, in the extreme case, you might have somebody that is interested in, maybe a lingering something
Right.
or another if they've bought a home. But just, for the everyday use of having that positive space.
I like
Yes.
it.
And talk a little bit about maintenance too. So
Sure.
you come in and you do some of these things, you get the right tools in place. How do you keep the energy in the space positive after you've done an initial clearing, and maybe keep any weird energy from coming back?
So a great way to do this is actually through symbols. So if you think, a lot of people have small altars or things like that, little statues of different deities, or it could be a picture of Archangel Michael. It could be a traditional symbol like a hamsa, a protective hand. But putting a little protective symbol or a little sacred space in your home is the perfect way to keep the energy nice and pure.
That's so easy.
Interesting.
I think I've seen that also like around doorways as
Yes.
you enter a home.
Yes, it's very common.
And what an interesting idea if you're buying a new home or moving into a new space to,
Or
we
an old home.
yeah,
That's what I think of.
Right, right.
But we talk about clearing out the old so you can make room for the new. This is sort of clearing out the negative and inviting some positive. So after you've done a space clearing, can it be affected by other people or new events that are subsequent?
Yes, so when, like you said, when you move into a space, it's great to do a space clearing. But there's emotionally charged energy everywhere we go, right? So big family fights or, little nitpicky things, those can turn into lingering negative energy. And so clearing your space regularly, maybe about once a week, can be really beneficial to just keeping everyone's mood nice and positive.
Very interesting. So what if you take all of the steps and you're just still feeling like things are off?
There are professionals that you can call for help. A lot of people just don't feel confident doing this kind of work themselves. So there are tons of resources in Madison of places to go or people who actually do space clearing professionally. People will come out to your home, do a little cleansing ceremony followed by a house blessing. And this is becoming more and more popular for a lot of people who are interested in keeping their energetic space positive.
Yeah, a couple thoughts come to mind on that. One is, it's so fascinating to me that this energy,
Yeah.
it's really there and it exists, and it can affect your space and your attitude. And I find that to be a topic that is really hard to cover in 5 minutes. But you did a great job. But also at Mimosa Books and Gifts, you are a resource yourself for people with questions on this kind of topic. Everybody that works there really has a lot of knowledge about these kinds of things. So what do you suggest if somebody has further questions?
Come on in and talk to us. We'll walk you through the whole process or recommend a professional who can come out and help you.
I love it.
Sounds great. Thanks, Ashley. This is
thank
Ashley
you.
Levy. She's with Mimosa Books and Gifts. We'll be right back speaking with the folks here at the Vinery.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. If you're just tuning in, we have been filming here at the Vinery Stained Glass Studio. We're off of East Washington Avenue and love being here. We've had such a fun time. It's almost hard to introduce you because you guys do so much. This is such a unique space, and to me it's really a studio of creativity and a place to sort of let your mind unleash and create something wonderful, or have you create something wonderful.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah, isn't it? It's tough. So we're joined by Denny Berkery, who's the owner of the Vinery, and Josh Krogman, who I think I introduced you last time as Jack of all trades, Josh of all trades,
Master of all of them as well.
Yes. We got a lot to cover, but first of all, thank you so much for having us here.
Oh, my pleasure.
We greatly enjoy it. It's a gorgeous space. There's endless possibilities. My creativity is flowing. we're going to talk a little bit about some of the classes that you have to offer to start. So let's start there with everything we're covering today.
Oh, great. Well, I'd be glad to start with that. And we do have quite an offering for September and October. Our mainstay is stained glass, and we have beginning stained glass classes and intermediate, which start in September. And then along with that, we have a whole slew of different fused glass classes. And some of those are the strip bowl, and we'll show you this a little bit later, but we have basket weave, coral bowl, a Jaws class, which is...
Coral bowls.
You like the coral bowl? Okay. We have this one called Jaws, where we take a mold and you cut individual pieces of glass with them kind of sticking up to points, thus the name Jaws.
Sure.
And when we fuse it, those melt over and create sort of a dimensional image in the glass. And then after we fuse it, we slump it into a bowl. So, you think of anything else that we got on tap?
We have a retro wave plate and a stacked plate, a few other options here for viewers.
I think I was mentioning before you joined us that that's one of my favorite things to look at here when I come and look around is all of the beautiful bowls and plates and things that you can actually teach us to make. I think that's fascinating. And then use and then have as decor in your home.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I might mention that there's no previous experience necessary. That's really important because a lot of times people come into the store and they'll say, oh, I'm not an artist, I have no skills. Well, this is a place to come because you can just relax and we'll help you develop those skills.
Right.
And
And
so
I would
rewarding.
disagree that if those who say they're not artists, right? This is how you become
Definitely.
one. Yeah.
You'd be amazed what you can do with a strip of glass. Just a
Absolutely.
strip of glass.
That's great. So in addition to your class offerings, can you share a little bit about what's going on with your custom stained glass pieces? What are you currently working on?
So we have a few church restoration pieces. We actually drove 2 hours north and pulled some windows last week to get restored.
I'm sorry,
we're gonna-
pulled some windows?
Pulled some
Yeah,
church
it's-
windows.
No
Yeah.
big
The
deal.
exciting part of the job, standing
Another day.
15 feet on a ladder, taking out church windows
Wow.
is fun part. So we're going to be rebuilding those, and then there's some other windows that we're currently working on that are going in some big, beautiful copper light boxes that are
It's incredible.
kind of halfway through the process right now.
I'm envisioning it in my mind. It already looks amazing.
I know. I'm envisioning the finished product, but
Yeah.
I don't even understand. So we go from talking about making something that is small and potentially handheld, or a bowl or a plate, and teaching us how to do those kinds of things, to making these incredible pieces of gorgeous stained glass. I mean, we can see some stained glass windows throughout the store here, and they're just incredible. So imagine what the final product looks like on a church or a building like that. But you can do this for people. So if someone wants to have a piece made, how do you do it? What's the process?
All right, I think I can handle that.
Okay,
Yes.
he's got us.
So when a customer comes in, first of all, we have to figure out what in the world they want us to make for them. And so I have pattern books and ideas and things like that. We have plenty of samples here in the store. So we walk around and we try to kind of pinpoint, what they're looking for. And then once I feel like I have a sense of what they want, then we'll draw up a full-size design. I always do it in pencil. I tell them they can come in and take a look at it. And if there's something that needs to be changed, we'll change it then. So once we have that, then that's sometimes the easy part. Then we have to go through the color selection. And sometimes people get stuck with that, but I have a method where we'll create a palette together, and then we'll actually cut out a portion of the window and let them come in and take a look at it.
Oh,
That way they know, and when I get done, I know they're going to be thoroughly thrilled with what we've created. So once they agree on the color selection, then we go ahead and we put it together, and thus they have a beautiful window for their home.
Wow, and there's so many colors just looking around. That's one of the things that I think is so uplifting of coming in here, is looking at all the pieces and all the beautiful colors. I mean, it seems like the possibilities are almost endless and the combinations are almost endless. It's incredible.
If you can
That's-
think of it and create it, we can create it and build it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, and that's what keeps it exciting,
Yeah.
because every piece we do is different.
And not only create it, but you can repair it as well.
Definitely.
Can you talk to us a little bit about what goes into repair and what you can do here?
Josh is the repair
So we
guy.
do have those church restorations that we just got in, so it could be something large like that. We did work on some Tiffany lampshades not too recently.
Tiffany style.
Tiffany style lampshades, yeah, they're going off to auction. So restoration pieces like that. Some other people brought in some old church windows that are getting getting resized, let's say, and
Okay.
fit into different shapes.
So your workshop back there, I mean, is it like a padded floor? 'Cause I can only imagine when you're carrying around this Tiffany lamp. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, don't happen. Yes.
we call them patience builders sometimes. You just got to make sure you have a focused mind and a good, sharp, clear intention on what you're
Sure.
doing, and watch everything that goes
Working
on.
with glass is probably never a dull moment.
No, not at all.
Okay, a couple things we got to get to before we go.
Correct.
One is we're coming back. So we're really looking forward to joining you for several episodes to come. What kinds of things can we expect to learn along the way?
Well, I thought for some of the next episodes, what we could do is feature a specific project of a class that we're teaching and go into it with a little more depth so people get a sense of what that's about.
Awesome. I can't wait.
yeah.
And
I'm
then-
coming to ladies' night.
And Lisa's here for Ladies'
First
Night.
Thursday of every month,
Every
correct?
month.
We gotta
Great.
go. But
Okay.
I want to make sure that we mention before we leave that if you have seen this show or you mentioned that you've seen the show, you're going to offer $5 off for
On any class that we teach.
any
any
class.
class.
Yeah,
So there
so-
you go. You're excuseless.
And they're already super affordable, so that's a great deal.
Well, you guys are wonderful. We love being here. Thank you so much for having us. You've been
Thank
lovely
you.
hosts.
Thank you.
We also want to thank all of our guests for joining us today, and thank you for watching. Join us next time for Girl Talk.